Today we're telling the story of Hank Aaron, the man who broke baseball's most sacred record while receiving death threats for doing it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Hank Aaron's story is about so much more than home runs. It's about what it costs to be excellent while black in America, and what it means to keep swinging anyway. If you appreciate this type of content, hit that like button. Let's get into it. Henry Louis Aaron was born on February 5, 1934 in Mobile, Alabama, deep in the segregated South. His family didn't have much. His father worked as a boilermaker's assistant, and money was tight enough that young Henry couldn't afford real baseball equipment. So he made his own. He hit bottle caps with broomsticks in the yard. And here's a detail that tells you everything about his natural gift. He taught himself to hit cross-handed with the wrong hand on top, and he was still better than everybody around him. Nobody handed this man anything. He built his swing out of scraps and determination, the same way so many of our people have built everything they have. At just 18 years old, Aaron left home to play professional baseball, but not in the major leagues. He started in the Negro Leagues with the Indianapolis Clowns, earning about $200 a month. Think about that. One of the greatest hitters who ever lived began his career in a league that only existed because black men were shut out of the majors. Jackie Robinson had broken the color barrier just 5 years earlier, and the doors were only barely cracked open. But Aaron hit so well with the Clowns that Major League scouts couldn't ignore him, and the Braves organization signed him that same year. By 1954, Hank Aaron was in the big leagues with the Milwaukee Braves, and he wasted no time. In 1957, he won the National League MVP award and led the Braves to a World Series championship. And what made Aaron special wasn't one loud season, it was relentless, quiet consistency. He made the All-Star team for 21 straight seasons. Year after year, decade after decade, he showed up and produced at an elite level. He wasn't flashy, he didn't chase headlines. He just did the work over and over until the numbers became undeniable. And real quick, if you're finding value in this story so far, drop a comment below with the Black History figure you want me to cover next. I read every comment, and the most requested names get their own videos. Now we can get to the part of the story that every one of us needs to sit with. By the early 1970s, Aaron was closing in on Babe Ruth's career of 714 home runs, a record many white Americans treated as sacred. And as Aaron got closer, the hate started pouring in. He received nearly 1 million pieces of mail in a single year, and a huge portion of it was hate mail. Letters calling him slurs, letters threatening his life, letters threatening his children. The threats were serious enough that his daughter needed protection at college, and Aaron traveled with a bodyguard. Imagine being at the peak of your profession, facing history, and having to wonder if someone in the stands came to watch you or hurt you. Aaron later said that the period stole the joy from what could have been the greatest moment of his career. And still, on April 8, 1974, in Atlanta, Georgia, Hank Aaron stepped to the plate and hit home run number 715 off Al Downing. He didn't just break a record that night, he carried the weight of a nation's racism on his back and rounded those bases anyway. Here's what a lot of people miss though. Hank Aaron was never just a home run king. He finished his career with 755 home runs, and while that home run record was eventually passed, some of his records still stand to this day. He drove in 2,297 runs, still the most in Major League history. He collected 3,771 hits. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame with one of the highest voting percentages ever recorded. And when his playing days ended, he didn't disappear. He became one of the first black executives in a major league front office with the Atlanta Braves, opening doors in a boardroom the way he had on the field. He built the Chasing the Dream Foundation to help kids who grew up like he did, talented, hungry, and short on resources. In 2002, he received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in this country. Hank Aaron passed away in January of 2021 at 86 years old. But his story isn't a sad one. It's a blueprint. He showed us that excellence is a form of resistance. He showed us that consistency beats flash, that dignity is a weapon, and that you can face down hatred without letting it turn you into something that you're not. When you feel like the odds are stacked against you, remember the kid from Mobile hitting bottle caps with a broomstick. He didn't wait for permission, he just kept swinging. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to keep going, I made a video on the assassination of Fred Hampton. Check it out right here. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, family.